It's about 2 feet, I guess, down. It's about 2 feet down. Only people who absolutely hate me, who just will find anything, would ever fucking have the nerve to blame me for what happened to my mother yesterday morning. Or yesterday, yeah, I guess it was around, it's almost noon, okay? So this is the deal, you twits, if you're gonna... Test Rescue just wrote that this is what Test Rescue wrote. Unreal. That's why I don't even take anything. That's why Stoney knows. I used to listen to him because he would say sometimes nice things and sometimes not so nice things. But you know what I mean? And I would even agree with some of the not nice things, but this is just ridiculous. Lots of people trip and fall. It's not rocket science. She didn't trip and fall. She walked out the door, okay? This is our door. She stepped outside with Angel. To the side here, she felt dizzy, disoriented, grabbed onto the railing that wasn't there, and somehow she reached for the railing, wasn't there, and that was all she wrote, and then she fell backwards into those bushes. The bushes broke her fall, but a bush twigs could have gone into her. I mean, anything bad could have happened, okay? I heard a thud. I walked outside. I saw an Angel was sitting there on the steps. Thankfully, she didn't run away, and I screamed for my mom, and she was down on the ground, flat on her back, and couldn't get up. Okay, it is not my fucking fault, not even remotely my fucking fault. And then they're writing, too bad you weren't smart enough to make sure the hand railing was immediately replaced for her safety. Code violation, you could be questioned since you're her live-in caretaker. Go fuck yourself, okay? My mother chose to have her handyman friend put in that railing. They didn't come until last Sunday till like 4:30, and by the time they're in here and getting settled and introductions and whatnot, I say it's 4:45, okay? We had to go and get all the stuff, all the wood, he had to do all the measurements, whatever. It's getting later and later. He was still going to do it into the night, even though in retrospect we thought about the fact that the neighbors would complain if he's drilling that late. But the thing is, he didn't bring the proper drill bit thing. He didn't bring the proper drill bit thing that he needed for cement. He thought he would only, and drill bits apparently are super cheap, and we could have got the drill bits when we went to get the wood at Home Depot. You know what I mean? When we went to get all the crap, he said he just didn't think. He didn't, and then it was too late. It's on a Sunday. It was closed. But he didn't think. It was his fault. He said, I'm going to do this, I'm going to finish this tonight, but afterwards we thought it's getting later and later, and then he didn't have the proper tools anyway. He didn't have cheap things. He mistakenly thought that he would only need one, whatever it is. He says they're real cheap, you can get a whole box of them, and it wore down one immediately doing cement, so he didn't think. He's not a fucking professional, but he did his own whatever, and he doesn't charge that much, and that's who my mom wanted her friend to do it, okay? Not my fault at all. Not my fucking fault, period, you fucking asshole. Okay? Not my fault. My mom forgot that the railing wasn't there, but she's way too over-medicated. Otherwise, she wouldn't have been dizzy and disoriented. She'd already had breakfast. She'd had coffee. It's not like 6 o'clock in the morning when she gets up to take the dogs out to go to the bathroom. Okay? She almost sat on Angel this morning. The woman who came and got Angel said so. And I've seen my mom repeatedly almost do that. I've had to say to her, when I'm in bare feet and she's wearing sneakers all the time, I'm terrified because she's stepped on my feet, and I'm like, she doesn't look, she doesn't pay attention, and that's the bottom line. It's not my fucking fault. the railing is not my fault. He should have come here early and did it in one day. He couldn't come here early. She wanted her friends. She made that choice. Because a professional would get it done in one friggin' day. He would do it all day long, okay? This guy was going to stay. He said it'd probably take him like 3 hours. But then we thought about it afterwards, and he was going to do it. We probably would have gotten in trouble for that. They would have probably, the neighbors aren't going to put up with drilling into 10 or 11 at night. Okay? Not my fault. Not my fault. Period. Not my fucking fault. Jesus fucking Christ. Only my enemies will blame me for fucking anything. And that's why I don't even pay any attention to them anymore. Like I said, they used to, you know, some of them, like Stoney, would sometimes say whatever. But when you are just completely irrationally derogatory towards me, you're going to blame me for something that is not even remotely my fault, then fuck you. I posted the comment simply so I could reply to it. Because it's just ridiculous, and so I could talk about it. It is not my fault she hired her fucking friends, okay? And I'm sure he'll do a fantastic job. But he wasn't thinking about the fact that something little, we could have gotten them, but it wouldn't have mattered because it took a long time, and it was getting later, and the neighbor's not going to want him drilling into the night anyway. The bottom line, he didn't come here till almost 5 o'clock at night. And expects to get all this done and go get everything. We were at Home Depot a lot of time. You know what I mean? It's just, oh, God.